This week in Parliament, of course, it being Remembrance Week, there was much focus on that, and I took part in honour of the dead who give us the freedoms that we have today. I spoke in that debate and made reference to some of the heroes from Northern Ireland and their war efforts, including Robert Quigg, VC, and of course, reminded the House that in remembrance we not just remember our servicemen, we remember those who gave their lives defending us in Northern Ireland against terrorism. And so it is an important and a poignant moment every year, and it's one that certainly I value. And on behalf of my constituents in Northampton, want to always remember those who paid the supreme price so that we might indeed enjoy the liberties that we have. This week, unsurprisingly, there was another protocol issue. Disappointingly, I was the only unionist MP to go to the committee to speak against the radio regulations. And what these will do is it takes, for example, baby alarms, smartphones, the alarms that hang around the necks of the elderly, and it subjects them to not UK regulations, but the EU regulations. And it imposes upon Northern Ireland a regulation we didn't vote for, we didn't make, and we can't change. So it was an opportunity to again expose the absurdity and the undemocratic nature of that, and the fact that we have been disenfranchised in Northern Ireland in making the laws, even on matters as incidental as that, but in 300 other areas of law where Northern Ireland is simply a rule taker, colony-like, from the EU. This week, of course, also there was much focus on the BBC, and it really was farcical to hear the BBC try and describe a deliberate, conscious splicing of newsreel so as to create fake news. To hear them describe that as a mistake, it was no mistake. It was a deliberate attempt at malevolent spreading of false news. And of course, maybe we've had some experience of that in Northern Ireland as well. So the BBC rightly is in the dock over these matters. My own belief is they should be defunded, they should compete in the media market, and they should raise their own money rather than being funded by the taxpayer through the licence fee. But no doubt, as the BBC charter comes up for renewal, there'll be much more opportunity to talk about that. So that's a quick synopsis of this week in Westminster from your man from Northampton.